Hello, guys, welcome back. And today I'll be sharing with you my way of making egusi soup. So, if you like to see this, watch this video to the end, okay? First, I showed my ingredients, and my ingredients are what I want to use. You can use anything that is available to you, okay? So, first, I added the fish into the pot. I tried to adjust it here, so I added the blended onions. That's actually blended onions. In case you don't know what that is, it's blended onions. I noticed that if I use blended onions and not sliced onions, it brings out the flavor more. Okay, so that's me adding seasoning cube to the onion. And guys, what is you boiling fish or meat without ginger and garlic powder? As in, if you don't have ginger and garlic paste, why won't you have powder in your protein? Guys, it's not going to be okay. I was just joking though. If you don't have it, you can skip it, or if you don't like it, you can skip it. But if not, definitely you need to try it out because it's a game changer. Okay, so I added that and added a bit of salt to it. I felt it needed more water to boil, so I added more water to it and I covered it to boil just for a few minutes. You don't want it to boil for too long because if you boil it for too long, you are still going to be cooking the fish in the soup. So why do you want to boil it for too long? Because it's going to be very soft. It's not going to be okay. So I set that aside, and inside another frying pan I added palm oil because we are going to be frying this egusi. Fried egusi is a hit, honestly. I love it. Doesn't go back, like it doesn't go bad. It's like a fail proof recipe. Do you get? It doesn't fail, at least as I have tried it. Do you know? So that's me pouring the remaining onion into the egusi soup. You need to manage this voiceover because if I'm making mistake and I want it to be perfect. I'm just joking, because nobody can perfect, and I'm just starting out. Okay, so here I'm mixing the egusi so well. I'm trying to mix the egusi very well. You want a right consistency. You don't want it to be too watery. If it's watery, it's not going to give you a good result. Okay, so I'm going to be frying the egusi in this oil. So that's me scooping the egusi into the oil, and I'm trying to fry it. You need to do this on medium heat, if not low heat safe. Depends on how your gas burns. Mine was not always very, not like a big fire like that. Doesn't make big fires like that. So I place it on medium heat. But if yours is like all these small gas that heats up a lot, just do low heat, very low heat, like the lowest heat that you can go for. Do you get? So that's me frying it. If you fry it on high heat, some people will say, why did I say, it will burn? No, it will burn. Do you get? So now that's me trying to stir it. You need to stir it occasionally, like frequently, because if not, before you know it, the thing is already sticking to the pot and everything is doing yama yama. So here the fish has boiled. Can you see? It's not too soft. And that's my ingredient. That's stock fish. I'm adding stock fish now. As you can see, that's stock fish. And then the other one is, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's the dry fish. That's dry fish. I'm adding dry fish. And that's momo. Washed momo. Momo is cow skin, and protein. And that's crayfish. That's what I'm adding. Trying to pour everything in there. Okay, don't mind my daughter crying. Maybe she wants to do the voiceover with me. And that's locust bean. If you don't like it, you can skip it. Any ingredient that puts in this thing, it's just based on my preference and what I have available. Okay, if you have other things like snail, like fish, anything at all, you can add it to it. So this is me frying the egusi while that one is cooking on the other burner. Okay, the egusi is yet to be fried to what I want. Can you see? Can you see until it dries out here? This is what I want. You can see that it has soaked the oil. Do you get? It has soaked the oil and everything is looking good now. It's standing on its own. Do you get? Oh, to draw that down. So now I opened this one. I see that everything is well boiled. So I added pepper, mixed pepper. I think I just did scotch bonnet and onion. If you want to add tomato, you are very free to do that. Some people prefer to add tomato. Some people even put bell peppers. But for me, I used just scotch bonnet pepper and onions. Onions is very important. It makes your food sweet. Not the brown onions or not all these purple onions that looks brown. The white onions is very sweet. Do you get? If you had much of it, you won't regret it. Okay. So now at this point it was already boiled. Can you see how it's bubbling? And I'm trying to remove the head of the fish here so that it will not scatter, so that it won't break while I'm stirring. Do you get? Because if I don't remove it, it will break. So I had to remove it and set it aside so it will not break. Okay, if you don't want your fish to be too soft, you can remove all the fish at this point and add it back later. Do you get? Because there's no permanent way. There's nothing that you can easily just remove and add your own to this recipe. It's not compulsory that you add it to it strictly. Okay, so here I'm pouring the egusi. The egusi is fried to what I want. Can you see? Machine that alone drop for it. So I changed the spoon no, because that iron spoon will break all the fish. I had to change it to a wooden spatula. Okay, so that's me putting water. I rinse the plate I took egusi from. I rinsed it with water and poured the liquid into the pot. Okay. Okay, at this point, it was looking good. Look at it, guys. It was looking so good, and I liked it. Here, I'm putting seasoning cube. At this point, after putting seasoning cube and maybe salt, that's crayfish. I'm putting ground crayfish there. You can taste to know, because I actually tasted it too off camera to know that whether it was okay or you needed to adjust the seasoning, the salt, and any other thing. And it was very good, guys. It's like it's really tasted nice. And if you're making this, I strongly recommend that you use this seasoning, Maggi seasoning. Although this is not a paid advert or anything, I'm just recommending it to you for you to get full results, because at times if you use seasoning that is not okay, you might not get the results that you desire even though you follow the recipe. So that's just me suggesting that you use that. But I actually boiled the fish with chicken flavor, all these tasty cube flat ones, but I added Maggie star into the soup. And guys, it tasted so nice. I paired mine with pound dough. That's pound dough yam. And that's me serving it. You see how good the pound dough is. If you would like to know how I made the pound dough, it's so soft and fluffy. If you'd like to know, let me know in the comment section so I can make a video, or just send the video of this one or make another one entirely to show you how I made it. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy content like this, please follow and share. Follow this page, please. It's important to help us grow. Please share this video with your friends and loved ones too. I love you so much. Have a nice day, have a nice week, have a nice everything, and make sure you eat egusi. Bye.